Good morning, my adorable children. Hope you all are fine and studying nicely. In our today's social science class, I am going to take you all on an adventurous visit to a dense forest. What do you understand by dense? Well, dense means difficult to cross through because of thick woods or dense vegetation. Or simply we can say there are lots and lots of trees that we cannot cross through. But before this adventure begins, let me recall your previous knowledge. Children, in our last chapter, you read about 3 climatic heat zones of the world. Can you name them? They are number 1, the torrid zone. Number 2, the temperate zone. Very good. And number 3, the frigid zone. Fantastic. Children, as you already know, climate influences the lives of people in a particular region in all aspects, like the food they eat, the clothes they wear, and their occupations. So, let's begin our journey to our chapter number 4, that is the hot and wet equatorial region. Equatorial means? Equatorial means an area that is near to equator. So, let's begin. Location. The hot and wet equatorial climatic region lies within the torrid zone and extends 10 degrees north and south of the equator. It includes the Amazon basin in South America, the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa, and Malaysia and Indonesia in Asia. Let's study a bit more about the amazing Amazon rainforest. Let's read its climate. The hot and wet equatorial region receives direct rays from the sun and is therefore hot throughout the year. The harsh rays heat up the land and also cause rapid evaporation from the water bodies. The equatorial region experiences high humidity and heavy rainfall throughout the year. That is why this land is known as hot wetlands. Vegetation. As a result of high temperature and heavy rainfall, these regions are known as rainforests. The Amazon rainforest is the largest equatorial rainforest in the world. Some trees growing abundantly in this region are mahogany, ebony, rosewood, and palm trees. Trees here shed their leaves at different times of the year. So these forests are always green and are never bare of leaves. Therefore, they are known as evergreen forests. Children, do you know from where chocolate comes from? Well, children, chocolate comes from the cocoa trees. Now the question arises, where does the cocoa trees grow? Cocoa trees typically grow in the equatorial regions of the world, as they need plenty of heat and water for their growth. Tropical rainforests have 4 distinct layers. The first one is known as the forest floor. Children, this is the lowest layer of these forests. The dense cover of trees above allows very little sunlight to reach the floor of the forest. Hence, this layer is dark and damp with almost no plants. A leaf that might take 1 year to decompose in a regular climate will disappear in 6 weeks in this layer. Giant ant eaters and gorillas live in this layer. The second layer is called understory. This layer receives a little more sunlight than the forest floor. The plants in this area seldom grow to 12 feet. Shrubs, woody creepers, ferns, and orchids grow here. There is a large concentration of insects here. Snakes, jaguars, leopards, frogs, and lizards are found in this layer. The third layer is known as the canopy. This is the main layer of the forest. It consists of a dense layer of trees whose leaves and branches join to form a continuous cover over the layers below. The trees are around 30 meters tall. Since food is abundant, so many animals live in this layer, including spider monkeys, orangutans, beautiful birds, toucans, and parrots. The fourth one and the topmost layer of hot and wet equatorial region is called the margent layer. Above the canopy grow a few extremely tall trees that tower more than 60 meters over the forest floor. Eagles, bats, monkeys, and butterflies are found in this margent layer. Let's have a look on the human life in hot and wet equatorial rainforests. Rainforest people are short, which makes their movement through the forest easy. Most of them live in cities along the coast, as living conditions in these dense forests are difficult. Hunting, agriculture, and forestry are the main occupations of these people. Various tribes live in the tropical rainforest, such as Semang people of Malaysia, Aka people of Congo Basin, and the Amazonian Indians of South America. These people are basically nomads. Few tribes practice shifting agriculture, one of the oldest method of cultivation. In this method, a patch or a part of ground is cleared by cutting the trees and burning them. The ash makes the soil fertile. They keep on cultivation process till the land loses its fertility. Then they move to a new place and repeat the process. Around 300 years ago, European traders introduced plantation farming in many parts of the equatorial region. In this kind of farming, crops are grown on large farms called plantations. Crops that grow on plantations are rubber, cocoa, bananas. Malaysia is the world's largest producer of rubber. Cocoa, from which chocolate is made, cultivated mainly in Ghana, in West Africa, and in Malaysia. Now let's know what challenges they are facing by living in these dense forests. One of the main challenges faced by them while living in this region is how to bring economic progress without destroying the environment. Cutting of trees for mining is endangering the life of tribal people and wildlife of this region. It also leads to soil erosion, which affects the agricultural output of the region. I hope you all enjoyed the visit. Just read the chapter thoroughly and understand. Thank you so much. Bye bye.